All right, so one of the questions we get quite frequently is what is bolt pattern, or can you help me understand bolt pattern, or will my Toyota wheels fit on a Chevy, and vice versa. So I'm hoping that I can kind of simplify some things for you today and give you some visual examples to help you better understand. You could change bolt patterns if you want, or you can just run a really thick spacer to push your wheels out. There's a million things to jump into here, and I'm gonna try to not overly complicate it. As far as bolt pattern goes, typically you're gonna see that in a format where they're gonna say like 6 by 5.5 or 6 on 5.5. And 6 by 135 is forward, and the first number, 6, is just how many studs are there. The second number is the distance between this stud and this stud. So the ones that are directly across from each other. It could be this one and this one, or this one and this one. You get the point, it's just whatever's directly across. We can use our fancy bolt pattern tool that goes from here to here. You can also just buy these and check it, or a Google search will probably tell you what it is. How that's measured, if I was gonna show you without your fancy tool, I guess we'll use the tape measure first. So if we measure it straight across here, 10 centimeters, that's 100 millimeters. So 100, 110, 120, 135, center to center. So 6 by 135. When you look at the wheel, really, this is the part that everybody wants to look at. This is the cool side, but for teaching purposes, you just gotta look at the back. So let me spin this thing around. Stay. So then on the back side of the wheel, when we were talking about bolt pattern, you're gonna see the same thing as I had here. And like I said, this represents the hub of your truck. So this is where the wheel would actually bolt to on your truck. Same thing, you can see that we have 6 holes here. So you would think, oh, maybe this adapter fits into here. And it gets very, very close, but doesn't quite fit. And that's because, like I said, this is a Ford bolt pattern. This is a Chevy bolt pattern. Chevy is 6 by 5.5, which is, I believe I do the math right here, it's gonna be 6 by 139.7, I think. So again, if we take our bolt pattern checker tool, we slide that in here, we can get that measurement where it'll show us, okay, on a 6 lug, yep, 6 by 5.5. If you were measuring it with a tape measure, again, you'd go from the center of each of these holes directly across from each other. Now this time we're switching to inches. So this is 6 by 5.5 inches. Even better yet, you don't have to actually understand any of this stuff. That's why we've made custom offsets. It makes it really easy for you to go on the website. If you tell us what you drive, we will get you the correct bolt pattern. We'll get you offset guides to help you choose what wheels and tires fit your truck best, and we'll send you the right lug nuts as well. So obviously we got the 6 smaller holes for bolting the wheels on, but also what's the purpose of this big hole in the center? That's the center bore of the wheel. Likewise, on your truck, you'll see that on the hub of your truck, you actually have a part in the center that sticks out. So the wheel will rest on here. That's why you'll see sometimes they'll include hub-centric spacers. Those will ride on the hub bore of your truck to fill the gap between this lip and this milling inside here. Toyotas are a great example. 6-lug Toyota has really, really big hub bores, like somewhere around 100 millimeters. And the Chevys, I think, are 86. You could put a Toyota wheel onto a Chevy because this is larger than the hub bore that's on the truck. Vice versa, if you took a small 86 millimeter bore, you wouldn't be able to put it onto the truck with a 100 millimeter hub because it's not gonna fit over there. So your wheel would actually not sit flush against the hub of your truck, and you don't wanna do that. That's not safe. Just a quick recap here. Common ones are 5, 6, and 8 lug on most of the trucks. 6 by 135 is most, like F-150s, newer model years. You've got 6 by 5.5 for the Chevys. Some of the other Toyotas and Ram and whatnot will also share bolt patterns too. They're not standardized, but there are only a few out there. So there are standard sizes when it comes to bolt patterns. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully you understand why the first number is 6 or 8 and what that second number is, what that distance is. If all of that was still too confusing for you, that's, like I said before, why we developed custom offsets, and the video guides are there that tell you exactly what you need to do to fit certain size wheels and tires on your truck. So you can plug in your year, make, model, and get it all done there. Peace.